What's up, y'all? What's up, confessors? Happy Mayhem Monday. Here we are. It's been 2 weeks, but we are back. Let me bring up my lovely co host, the one and only Miss Dina, aka Christina. Hey, boo. Hey.
Hey.
How was you doing this fine Monday?
Girl, it's a great day. Had a productive day at work. And
Yes. That's what it's about.
I
That's
got a
what
full
it's
belly and I'm
about.
sleepy.
Me too. Even though we got 3 episodes, we're
Oh,
going to
shit.
move it right along because I really just want to get it over with so we can get to the fourth season, what I am waiting for. But we must get into these things so we can make it make sense for those who are watching who may have not watched the show and are following or may follow in the future. Girl, I was almost late myself because I'm up here watching a live between Sophia and Downer from the Mayans,
Oh,
and
Lord.
it's going in, and I am so upset. But I just asked Sophia if or inbox her and left her a voice message, asked her if she's interested in a interview in the future. So hopefully. But let's just get into it so we can get through it because I know it's been a busy day and it's Monday. And I will say this right off the bat. I enjoy the fact that we have more than one episode to talk about.
Yeah, because sometimes I would watch one episode and then while we would, because I like to have everything fresh. And then while we talking, I'll be watching the next episode. And then
See?
I'll be wanting to say, I'll be like, oh, that's not this episode.
Right. So how about we start doing 2 episodes a week? That way we can also
Yeah, we can
get
speed it up a
through
little
it
bit.
and move this along.
Right. Because
Also.
at this point, it's going to be 2035 before.
Right. And it's about to start getting really good to where I don't want to wait to just one episode.
We could do 2 episodes.
So let's from now. So going into 4, when we come back next week, we're doing 2 episodes every Monday because I'm ready to do this and it gets too good at this point to where I'm ready to talk about a lot more. So that's what we'll do from here on out. So I was saying this earlier or yesterday that I'm like, I was tripping because we said we was just gonna finish the rest so we can get out of Belfast. Little did we know and realize we only had one more episode to go before we was out of Belfast. I'm like,
Well,
I gotta feel bad. Oh well, what you gonna do? And so I'm like, well, it is what it is. We gonna get through it. So finally, it's gotten to the point where, well, bitch ass Jimmy, he has taken Abel as leverage once again for the bullshit. Hey, BB. Hey. I hit the like already. I don't know how long I'm going to be on. Been up since 3:45.
woo!
We don't know how long we about to be on either because we've been up too damn early and been through too damn much. We're actually going to do this in 30 minutes. How about those apples? And we've already been on for 5. So we about to do this in 25 minutes
So
and
what
get.
you gonna do? Just read the synopsis of each.
I'm gonna just read a little bit of the synopsis. I'm gonna read a synopsis of each episode, and then we'll just discuss all 3 episodes in abundance. So grab a drink, y'all, and it's a little bit of a story time for a minute. So we're gonna talk about episode 11 to 13. So June Wedding is the name of this one. Of Bane is the name of this one. June Wedding is the next one, and then NS is the season finale. So,
It's not Inez
Bane,
like the wine. No, let me stop being
and I know I'm saying what you say. What you say?
I said it's not Inez like the wine. And then I said, let me stop being petty.
Woo! That mug.
I'm gonna stop, y'all. I've been
My goodness, that man.
I've been a petty Betty today, so let me stop.
So, so the synopsis of this episode was, oh, baby, if you just came here, and you didn't hear before, me and Dina was saying earlier that we like the fact that we have more than one episode to discuss. So going further, we're going to be doing 2 episodes per week so we can get this moving right along. Because we have been doing this since September. We are 2 months away from been doing this for a year. Okay?
Yeah.
So if we got through half in a year, half of the series, well, because when we get through half of this season, we'll be halfway through the whole series. So if it took us a year to get through half of the series, it would take us another year to get to the second half. So that'll be 2 years. But we're gonna cut that in half and do 2. So it's gonna be 6 months. However, remember it works out fine because there's 14 episodes this season. So that works out fine. So what? But so that's how we're doing it from here on out. I started the series again and realized Belfast episodes were boring and took too long to get a resolution. And that's what's in. Next time I watch it again, I am going to, of course, I'm going to try to watch the first season in one whole day. Because they say you got to watch it as a movie. So I'm going to try to do that next time I watch The Sons again. Well, this September. Oh, shit. I can't start again this September because I'm watching now. Lady V, hey boo, hey. I'm kind of glad we got Abel back. Yes, I should have a drink, but I don't. But cheers, Abel is back.
Yeah, I don't have a drink either.
But Lady V, you're just joining us. So we have decided that going forward, starting next week, we are going to be recapping 2 episodes a week. So we can get this moving right along. Because we just realized 2 months from now will be a whole year since we've started. So we're gonna cut this next half of the series in half. Do it in 6 months tops, maybe longer if we can, if we down to, because like I said, it's about to start really getting really, really good. And I can watch like 4 episodes at once and be like, well, damn. Okay. So that's what we're doing going forward. He might be better off with a couple if they weren't snatched. He would have been better off with that other couple. That's the thing. Okay, so let me get through the synopsis first before we talk about it. Okay. While the club's in a man's hunt, Jax faces the toughest decision of his life. Jimmy kidnaps Abel as a bargaining chip to negotiate his way out of Ireland to the U.S. and escape the true IRA. The kidnapped Tara fatally injures Louisa. The Sam Crow members in Charming tried working with the Charming PD to snap Salazar, but are discovered by Salazar himself during the ransom pickup. Jacob Hale successfully buys up the line of shop houses after the death of the boxing gym owner and manages to convince the city council to let the county sheriff take over Charming PD. So, as we see, Jax is still in this thing with Stahl. So he got to keep reporting back to her. So we got to see her ugly ass more than we want to once we get this episode. But we got what we wanted, 3rd episode. So, yeah, Jimmy is trying to flee to the U.S. Jax is trying to get runs into the couple with the baby. Now, Tina, do you feel Jax should have, if the parents didn't get snatched, do you feel that Jax should have let Abel stay with the adopted parents?
Well, no. And the reason is because most people give their kid up for adoption for a number of circumstances, finances, product of incest or SA or, you know, I don't know, whatever reason. And
Right.
financial, mental, whatever. And then you got the kids that are like taking, CPS wise or whatever. So seeing how none of those situations applies to Jax, and deep down inside, I think Jax is a good guy, and this is just the life that he was brought up in. You know what I'm saying? So, and even though there's all this drama going on, Tara's pretty much stable. She's a hardworking woman. She's educated. She got a really good job. Till the incident, and so I think in this situation that yes, he should have fought to get his kid back. Now, in the event that there was some major catastrophe and Gemma and everybody got wiped out and he was on the run, because they're looking to kill everybody associated with Sam Crow and he's the last one alive, then yeah, I say Abel should go with the adoptive parents.
Facts. I accept that. Lady B says, Louisa, do the writers just like that name or is it a common Latina name? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, maybe that wasn't the biggest deal. I mean, when you're going with an extra, and she's not really an extra, she did have a common role. But they probably was like, Louisa didn't care. Whatever. Just put her in. So I figured that's probably where they were coming from with it. I don't know. Louisa's
And y'all know in some cultures, all they do is put an S and an A or or an A or an E or O, you know what I'm saying, to their father's name.
That too. Yep. I know one Louisa.
I don't know any. But
in
I
real
mean, I'm guilty of it because my daughter's name is Chriselle, her daddy named Chris, so
Well, you added to it, so that's
Well,
that's
I
four
mean, because
four extra letters, girl.
I mean,
It ain't right.
I was tired
good.
of the Christian, Christina. Like I wanted her to be different.
We got to be. In my eyes, Jax was pushed into this life by Gemma.
She could have done better.
Yeah, he definitely, I mean, yeah, he was, and I guess it didn't help that when your mother's the matriarch of the family and everything, that makes it difficult too, but it kind of is in his blood. I mean, you got to remember, before JT passed, it was JT who was in it, so it's just the fact that that's what he's grown up around, just like like Piney, bringing Opie in because Opie was always with him, so they grew up in that's the life they know.
In a weird way, it's a legacy, but then at the same time, you got to break the chains. But then if you break the chains, then nobody's there to keep the legacy alive. So
just like JT was trying to do, just change the direction of the legacy to keep it alive, because keeping it like this, obviously, clearly, it's not keeping it alive, unless by some way, shape, or form, if we able get to see, the story of Abel, like, what is he gonna do? Run away from Nero and Wendy and go back to Charming and being Charming and take over the club? I mean, he left with Wendy and Nero at the end of the series.
He could come back to do what his daddy didn't get to complete or something like that. I mean, there are all those possibilities. Huh?
And if he leaves, does he take Thomas too? I mean, we cannot accept, seeing Abel's story and Thomas not there.
Right.
So
Oh,
it's
thank
just,
you so much, Lady V.
I just wonder. I just wonder. It's a beautiful name. She's a beautiful girl. She's a
And
beautiful girl.
today's her birthday.
That's my today your birthday.
Today's Mini Me's birthday.
What? Already? It's been a year since y'all went.
Yep.
No.
Yep, it's been a year since we went to Mexico.
No, it has not.
Girl, time been flying by.
Hold the phone. Mm-mm.
Yep, she turned the big
Mm-mm.
2-4.
Mm-mm. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, niece. I'm gonna put happy birthday, niece in the note.
Yeah, she'll get it when she wake up because she's asleep because she go to work at 11. But she didn't go to work last night, so they turned up.
Okay, moving right along. So he goes. So Jax goes back to Gemma, and he gotta tell Gemma what happened. It's like it was really sad just to see it all because the way he's looking, the way he looks like he made eye contact with Jax, and oh, that face. Oh, I was hurt for him. Like he just realized right there, like I miss you, I love you, but actually you could have an amazing life, a better life probably that I can give you. Because if he were to go, okay, yeah, Jax should be with him. That is his son and everything. But in Jax's eyes, he thinking like, if I bring you home, who knows what's gonna happen to me? You might have to get adopted any damn way at some point. Something happen to me and Tara and your grandmama. She ain't gonna live forever either. She can't
That's
raise
why I
no
was
like that.
saying if they was over in Belfast and there was an all-out war and he made it out and he was still on the search for Abel and he saw them with the nice family, before they get snatched, and then and say they never get snatched, then I would say he probably would have stood out in the door and then you would see
Damn, you
flashbacks.
missed mom's birthday.
Whose birthday?
Your mom's was.
No, I said she be mean to me like she the mama. The roles is reversed.
Oh, I'm like, dang, guess. Oh yeah, my bad. Happy birthday, Michelle. Get them dollars, boo. Drink good.
I'm gonna have to.
Drink
I
responsibly.
don't know if we know how
And
to do
enjoy
that around here.
yourself. Enjoy yourself. I forgot I have the birthday thing. So,
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. We would see flashbacks of him checking in on Abel throughout his whole life, making sure things is straight, while he on the run and hiding out because everybody else has been, snatched. But if that was the case, then yeah. But I mean, if a man wants to be a father to his child, then there's so many running away. I'm gonna let that man do what he need to do.
Facts. True enough. And even if something did happen to whatever, like they said, that club, and that's a lot of people. That's a family. So I feel no matter what, he would have been all right.
Yeah.
Might would have been a little rough around the edges, but he would have been all right. Yeah. But you got Wendy as a mama, so you gonna be rough around the edges a little bit. I don't care how clean your blood and urine and your hair follicles is. Okay.
Well, look, look, Wendy's his mama and Jackson's his daddy now. Come on.
Yeah, and who knows if Nero might have a click and go back into his old ways, and you never know. I just wonder, I always wonder about the ever after and what happened after. I wonder, did Nero and Wendy hook up? Do y'all think Nero and Wendy hooked up?
They could have, but let me tell you one thing I know that a lot of people who've been in that type of life, gangs, drugs, cartels, blah, 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 whatever. Once they get a taste of making a lot of money that's clean, they are very hesitant to go back into that life, because we saw like with Ghost the power struggle when you realize you can get just as much money being clean as selling dope in some different avenues as far as flipping real estate or fund what do they call them, hedge funds, and
Yep.
most of those is Ponzi schemes anyway, but you know what I'm saying. When once the people who've been living that life, when they get a taste of that clean money, they are very hesitant to go back to being dirty.
True. That is true. But I can't wait to see how they work that out if there is an Abel story. So so they got the word from Father Keelan Ashby that that Abel was at an abortion home or whatever. So they roll up at the abortion home and they said that they ain't know where Abel was. Like, for real. We know every single agency. If you is a black agency or a black underground agency or not, you know better. Yes, Wendy and Arrow got married in my mind. They got married? I was just wondering if they hooked up. Lady V don't hitch them.
Look, she gonna make an honest woman out of Wendy.
If he do that, okay, but and they share that they both, recovering addicts, so they do got a lot in common. And I thought about it at one point. Once Gemma was snatched, I was like, hey, why not? What else you gonna do? It's not like you can really trust, especially for all that they've both been through. It's hard to trust someone, get to know someone, so they're very familiar with each other. So I bet you they did. Abel would be meth measles, as I call them. What the meth measles?
Well, you got crackheads and now you got meth measles.
Oh my Lord, I am done. I never. Okay, that's why Daryl was mad at Jim and Jax for bringing drama to his legitimate business.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was trying to be on the straight and narrow. Look, straight and narrow. No pun intended. Straight and narrow. Nero was trying to be on the straight and narrow. And
Man,
and then
I'm telling you, that clean money, you go to work, you legitimate, you making your money, you ain't got to worry about the police taking your money. Like, look, I always say, like, that's why I got a job and, you hustle. Because if the police pull you over, be like, oh, well, where you get this money from? You ain't got no job? Here is my paycheck stub that accounts for every last $1.25 I got in my pocket.
Don't play with me.
You ain't gonna catch me up because it's dirty.
It's dirty. You got to clean your money up. That's why I couldn't be no hustler and all that stuff, doing all that, and I gotta clean my money up before I can use my money up. No.
Yeah, once you get to a certain level, but it's dirty cops out there. You got a couple grand, 500 dollars on you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, where'd this come from? Next thing you know, they pulling you down there for some bullshit ass ticket. And when you get out, all you got in your property is your watch and your cell phone.
See, bullshit. Like, how about I just give you a little bit of my wallet and you let me go, and you can go home to your wife. You can buy her a charm bracelet when you get home and get you sucked real good tonight, and we can both be happy.
Right? Because you gonna take the money anyway. At least let me be free.
Please, come on. I used to call them itchy scratchy. What the fuck? Itchy scratchy. Good Lord.
Essentially, that's what Jackson and what's his name? Clay was doing with Unser.
True. That is fact. That is definitely true. For real. Like, half the time they like he would have to tell, like, can you at least pretend I'm a cop? Like, they wouldn't.
They was killing folks, they was drugs, hauling guns, plotting up assassin tactics and stuff. Unser like, dude, I'm here, right? You see me? Do you see me?
We see each other, so I know you gotta see me. Shit. But yeah, so when they did get to the orphanage, I was like, no, she didn't. I said, why is she when I was reading the synopsis, it said in parentheses, Gemma took a page out of King Solomon's book and and passed and pulled the gun on the child for leverage. I said, "Oh, this woman don't went ill and crazy." And even Jack said, "Like, really, mom?" But she was like, "Hey, it'll get what I get." And them bitches knew exactly where Abel was and who he was with, where they was at, and for how long. Like, don't play with me. Don't do it.
That's the one thing. That's the one thing I can't stand when I be watching these movies and stuff. And it's just like this movie could have been over 30 minutes ago if you just told this person where they kid, mama, sister, cousin, uncle, daddy, dog, whatever. And and man, I just be like, let's just get it over with.
For real. But they ended up getting what they needed and they left with it. So moving it right along, Jimmy is the one who has Abel. So they found out that Jimmy was in cahoots. They knew all of this. So Jimmy ends up bringing him the baby. And I was like, wow, Jimmy actually brought the baby. But I was so surprised because then he straight up busts out Father Ashby. He was like, he the one who wanted this, that, the third. And then he gave up Father Ashby. I was, this was a moment with Jackson. Look how Ashby looking in the back. I swear Ashby did not really want to give him back for real. He really didn't. And
call himself a man of God.
Right. And that's why Jimmy took his ass and did what he willed to him. You know he met the Reaper. And then, but it was really dope because of what he did, Jack was able to get him back. Like he did that for him, and Jack was like, "Really? Like they're gonna snatch you, you know? That will because he used him as leverage. So I was like, dang, they gonna snatch you." But he knew what was up, and he knew he wasn't a good man. He'd been told time and time again since Sam Crow has been there, and he has realized he is not a good man. Like, go ahead, boy, just go. So So I remember. So, okay. So let's just get to the point. She finally offs her girlfriend. And I remember I told y'all that I had asked her before what was her favorite scene on working with Sons of Anarchy. And this was her favorite scene when she got to kill her girlfriend. I was like, you sick bitch.
Yeah.
You sicko. But yep, this that is her favorite scene. Shout out to Allie Walker. Today is actually I forget how many years ago Universal Soldier came on, and I did not know. I was today years old when I realized that that's her in that movie.
I don't know who I would identify with because I think we all got a little parts of Gemma where, you know, we want to be the shit, but I ain't in love with my son though because I want all my kids to get the hell out and be self-sufficient, leave me the hell alone so I can go on and live my best hot granny summer.
Oh, thanks for coming through, Checky. See, that's love when y'all don't even know about the show, but y'all come in and say hi to me anyway, real quick. See, I love a good dip in and out. Just come say hi to me. I love y'all for that.
And hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button on your way out. I'll see you Sunday, hopefully, Checky you, boo. And come to one of my variety shows. Girl, I'll be talking about love and marriage on Feel Air too and all types of stuff. Bring a topic with you when you come to variety show. That's what I'm gonna start saying. Bring a topic with you.
I like that.
Bring a topic with you. Look at me. Okay, so we've got Abel back, and guess what, y'all?
You didn't answer the question.
We got to Charlie.
You didn't answer the question.
We made it out of Belfast, y'all. We is back in Charlie.
You did not answer the question.
What was the question? Who would I identify with? I think I would have to identify with the most. Ooh, that is a tough one. Oh, Lord Jesus, y'all is not right. Does it have to be a member or can it be anybody?
No, any character from any season.
Which character? Okay, a character. I will say, oh man, I'll get back to you. I'll ask by the end because it's hard. Because now I want to go through everybody. This is weird, but the homeless woman. She's always there at the right time. She always doing her own thing, but she's always there at the right time. And when she does, it's something very important. She's got a message. She's very caring and enduring when she needs to be. But yet she's a mystery. And that's how I actually
I like mystery.
That. So I will have to say the homeless woman. Definitely. At my old age, I'm getting grumpier and sometimes I'm a piney, but I threaten people at work and wish I could be happy and just snatch people. Yes, we all want to be happy.
That is, I want to be with happy. Now, but that's the comment of the day. Because that man fine. Oh, he's fine.
David LaBrava is fine. Shout out to David LaBrava. I'll be on his live just watching him. I don't know what it's called when you use hot fire and doing shit. I forgot the name of it right now, but
flamethrower.
No, you God damn it. I can't remember what it's called. It's gonna come to me when I ain't thinking about it. Tick for me, Lord Jesus, he's strange, has quirky hang up. I've always been told that about myself. Guess what? See, I was really going for, before I thought of the homeless woman going through everyone, if I was to go with a member, it would be Juice. For so many reasons. And probably none of the ones y'all think of, because first thing y'all think of is he took the dope, he lied to Jax. I wouldn't portray Jax. That's for sure. But I might have took the dope. I don't blame him for taking the dope.
And that's how I feel. If I had to choose a member, I think it'd probably be Piney, because Piney was loyal to the end, to the truth. He was loyal to the truth to the end.
True. But then again, I would want to be a Bobby.
Nobody wants to be Clay.
And true, and he always did for the greater good.
He's another one.
Just go with on whoever's side that he was cool with. You know, he kept it. Okay, I'm changing my mind. Not Juice. I'm gonna go with Bobby. No, Bobby even over a homeless woman. Bobby, my final answer. Final answer. Juice is confused and lost. You are not that. Yep. See, and that's why I changed it, BB. You're right. I'm going with Bobby, and that's my final answer.
All right.
So back in Charming, we've got this little tiff going on with Salazar because he got Tara, and now Tara don't clock Louisa, and she is completely okay. Now that we in the second episode, let me go to that synopsis.
Okay, hold on a second.
Okay. So, the next synopsis. Tara's held hostage, and Jax must choose between revenge and the good of Charming. Jimmy is successful in getting back to the States, but finds himself in a precarious position with the Russian mafia. I like that word, precarious. Anyway, the plot to absolve Gemma of the 2 murder charges is complete, with Agent Saul fitting in the final piece of the puzzle with some twisted means. Yes, my goodness. Nobody wants to be Clay. Hell no, nobody wants to be Clay. Mm-hmm. Now, who the hell want to be Clay, bitch ass? I don't. I would never. Especially season 5 is it when he goes rogue? Nope. Dina is Chibs, responsible, reliable, but still will get down. Dang, Chibs, but that is a good one for Dina.
Mm-hmm. I think I'll roll with that.
I like that.
Just because Because just because I love the Lord don't mean I won't put my hands on you.
They took way too long to snatch Jimmy. I agree. I completely agree. I was really mad at some point. Like, why isn't he snatched already? I was just over it. I was just livid at that point. I just couldn't take it. And I think that's another reason why I did not like this season that much, because it shouldn't have took that long. It didn't need to be that way. Heck, Clay didn't even want to be Clay. Ain't that the truth?
The God.
No, that is so true. For real, for real. But I can't get over how the character Clay was not about to be Clay, or was it Jack? Yeah, the character Clay was not supposed to be Clay. Ron Perlman at first. It was supposed to be Glenn. I forget his name, but I just know him as convict cowboy and urban cowboy, and the detective guy in The Silence of the Lambs, which he was fine finding both of them. Anyway, so so who would I be? Am I good on Mark? Would I be a good? Who the one who told you to? Okay, BB. So if BB's if Dina is Chips, who am I? Would I be a good Bobby?
You was gonna be Bobby.
Me?
Bobby was your final answer. I think that's
but she. Oh, you said you were a Chips.
I said I like that one.
No, that's what I'm saying. She gave you that one, but I was like, who would she think that I would be?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was nervous at some point because when they got to Margaret Murphy's body and the homegirl, I was like, where did this other head come from? I literally thought it was Tara for a minute. I'm like, oh my goodness, I know we is not dealing with Tara. Like, that was the first time I was like, oh my God, he really did. The nigga was too stunned to speak. I really did think that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You are Bobby. You are the voice of reason. Okay. See, I thought I was right. I don't know why I didn't think of Bobby sooner. Silly me.
You had to work it out. I had to work it out.
Silly rabbit. Okay, where are we at? They're having church there. Oh, so Jimmy, he has finally made it to the U.S. and he's gotten safe haven with the Russians. But the Russians, though, I wasn't too sure about the Russians at some point because they had his homeboy go get the money. He had to stay there. They was pressuring him. I'm like, are they about to get Jimmy? I thought it was a wrap for him. And when they made that funny joke talking about who's to say he doesn't take the money and run off and forget about ya, I would have forgot about ya. I would have been all off with your money. Would have forgot about ya, Jimmy O. Would have been long.
Well, I think they was just, when you get to a certain level, you just paranoid. You think everybody trying to cheat you.
As well, you should be. And when you in this line of work, that's the price you got to pay to be paranoid every day of your life. Looking over your shoulder every day of your life. Wondering, is this going to be my final day? Is this my final hour? You never know. That's why I couldn't do that. My anxiety is not built to be in that lifestyle. You cannot have anxiety having that type of lifestyle, or you are heavily medicated on some shit. Period. So while this is all going on, we also got to deal with Salazar. So after we find out that Tara's still alive, Salazar has Tara, and they're making all these demands and stuff. So they come to a place. Where the hell building were they at where this happened? But Jax finally gets Salazar, and he tricked his ass, and his dumb ass really went for it. Like, what did he tell him? Like, we gotta pretend this, that, and the third. Like, dude, I almost snatched your girl, just took your girl hostage. Yeah, I'm about to believe you. I don't know what he was thinking. But so now Salazar is finally snatched. So hooray for that. And guess who else is finally snatched? Yes, she actually did this. Now, Stahl is the prime example of white woman tears. The way she started crying when she was down and called it in, that homegirl had went down. Those was straight up the most ugliest white woman tears I've ever seen in my
And got away with it.
It got away with it. Like you bitch. And at the end of that, we see that because Gemma went and told Gemma told Jax that, yeah, your girl pregnant, so you better go get your other son so you can have both of them. So he knows, and they gonna make sure she's okay because of the whole thing with Salazar, and that's how that episode ended. So, and that was the end of June wedding. It also was this episode. Was this moment? He proposed. She said yes, and now they're about to get married, which is all beautiful and lovely and all of that. And that was the end of episode 12. So now for the season finale of season 3, which is NS. I don't know what the NS stands for. Maybe we'll find out in the summary if I read it. Anyway, Sam Crow looks to heal wounds while the ATF and the Russians stand in the way. And that's... Wait, is that the summary of the synopsis? Oh, yeah. So that's that. Okay, so let's get into the whole thing with the whole deal between Jax and Agent Stahl. So Jax and Agent Stahl, they're both playing each other. Gemma don't told Stahl that they, be careful. So now she's got doubt in Jax, and I mean Stahl into Jax, and I don't even know why she would do that. Like, don't fuck this up for your son. You still don't want to get in the middle and fuck up everything for Jax. Like, why is she even trying? Like, he got it under control. He got your ass free and from being on the lam and shit. But you said you want to tell this man what to do, and then, yeah, I'll cut there. So the whole thing with this is they have to get Jimmy to the Suns, and they have to conduct this whole entire thing so they can take out Stahl and Jimmy at the same time. I did not see the double snatch coming, but it was the most pleasing thing, I think, for me in one of the season finales. And I was so happy because for all they gave us through season 3, they gave us that for the season finale, and I couldn't be happy. So we got to see Stahl and Jimmy finally snatched, and Chivs got to snatch Jimmy. It was a beautiful thing.
And everybody was happy. And
everyone was happy. And of course, y'all know I love a lot of the music in Sons of Anarchy. One of my favorite songs was the song that played as they snatched Jimmy, which was just my lovely thing. So Sarah's free, Jimmy's gone, Stahl's gone, everyone's happy. And so what happens next? Where are we at? This was the moment I wanted to say. Now, I want to say that this is the very last time we will see in this entire series that Jax and Clay have a moment together like this. And they told each other, I love you. Which is like, oh my God. And that was right before they headed off to go take care of business. And when they came back and everything was done, this bitch right here, she outed Jax. She outed Jax and let him know that she had to deal with it, that he had to deal with her. And so now the club is mad at him. You see, when they get arrested, he on one side, they on another. But once everything was said and done, what he didn't tell them what was happening. And when Filthy Phil and the other prospect came around beeping the horn, they knew everything was good. Yeah, they still had to go to jail, but they knew that they was about to get out in a couple months and everything was good. And this is the scene where they wait to come, where Jimmy comes and they snatch Jimmy. Ooh. And this is when Gemma found out that Stall bitch ass did what she did. Did y'all know black people had to pay the bus driver at the front of the bus, then walk to the back door to enter and find a seat? Sometimes they drive away with your money. What? What the hell? Are you serious? No, I did not know that. Jimmy couldn't have done anything if the Russians drove away with his money. True. And then the way that they fake the fake money, you know what you call it, came through for that. Chucky came through with that money. And he was trying to tell them throughout the whole entire episode, look, Jax, I got to talk to you. Piney, I got to talk to you. Tig, I got to talk to you. Anybody. And no one was trying to hear him. But he came and threw that money on the table. What Tig said and did after that had me rolling. He sat Chucky on his lap and said, here, I'll let you borrow my hand so you can whistle. Yeah. Go ahead, have it. I'm
That's doing the most.
I'm done. But at the end of it all, we know that the sons are headed off to prison now. The prospects came and brought Gemma and Tara a letter, and so they know that their boys are not gone forever and will be back sooner than later. And everything's fine. And so now we just gotta go to prison, handle this, and everything will be gravy. And Abel is home. Ta-da! We did that in 45 minutes, 3 episodes.
But you know what? If Clay would have been a real G, he should have went and took that motherfucking time and then let everybody else be free.
But we know Clay ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. Okay, I'm gonna read one short thing from the book and we out of here.
All right. Well, we did get sidetracked a lot with the birthdays and the questions and everything. So it's all good. But I mean, 3 episodes and some fanfare in an hour.
I say we did exceptionally well.
Exceptionally well.
Exceptionally well. Okay. Let's see where we're at. We are at. No, we don't know. Oh, just crashed by a picture of Jax with his short hair, and I can't wait till we get there. Okay, we just finished season 3. It would make sense to read something about the Irish and Sam Crow, but we were so ready to get out of there. I really don't want to, but I feel we could read one thing to make them happy. Nope. Look, nope. I changed my mind. We're just gonna go to something fun and let it be done. We'll do fashion another day. Directing the mayhem. No, that's making it real. Cinematography. I don't know what to read, y'all. What should I read? What should we read from? Do we want to read up on Jack? We'll read up on a character and how a character came to be real quick. Because we should have actually did that at the beginning. But we got through Jack, so let's do the next person. Oh, our favorite, Clay.
Oh,
okay. Actor Ron Perlman doesn't do small aside from his 6'1" stature. He's 6'1", really? Wow. Yeah, I guess he's a big dude. Making it impossible. He's one of those unique actors blessed with a presence that is magnified when he's on screen. Luckily, those qualities were exactly what Kurt Sutter needed for the key role of the contemporary Sam Crow president, Clay Morrow, stepfather to Jax Teller and husband to Gemma Teller. Um, Morrow, Clay is the quintessential alpha male in this club, a member of the first nine. He moved away from John Teller's idols of the club and led them into more aggressively criminal schemes, which he is the snatcher when he needs to be. Clay also brings a whole lot of dark humor and charm to the table. It's those qualities that sometimes lead viewers to assume Clay and Ron have a lot in common. Both the actor is a quick to clarify, I'm not the character except between action and cut. In the past press interviews, Perlman says it was Kurt Sutter's writing that made Clay's character come to life for him. The work is only interesting when the writing is smart and consensual. And that is so true. And that goes for any show, actually. The person who is taking you on the ride, pen-wise, has got to have a really good grasp on interesting behavioral things that actors can augment and use as a roadmap to take them on the journey. It's always essential for me that it be a character I feel like I've never played before. And in the case of Clay Morrow, that certainly struck me immediately. In fact, I even wondered if I had what it took to play a guy who had the ability to be detached in the way he prosecutes life. I like that he is a guy who has been through some stuff in life, Perlman says of his character. He's come out of it having made very clear decisions about if I were to rule the world, this would be how it looked. He doggedly spent his life creating a situation for himself where he does rule the world so he can be an effective voice in the shape and sound of reality. In the years he presided over the Sons of Anarchy, there was a specifically to it that came as an extension of who Clay Morrow was and what his values were. To play a guy who aspires to kind of greatness and occupies a space where the seeks power rather than shrinks from, it is very interesting thing for an actor to play, and to sometimes that titillates me to the point where I know I have a really good time from 9 to 5. At least he laughs. I mean, and there's more and more, but we'll stop there. So that is just a little bit into Clay. I'm going to find what I'm going to read before from now on and highlight the good parts so I'm not reading this whole entire thing. But I will say this little bit thing. It says Clay and Gemma on the side, and I'll read what it says. It says Clay and Gemma, as the de facto king and queen of MC. Damn. Of the MC. Clay and Gemma's combustible and doomed relationship was a core story that Sutter says worked because of the Katie Seagal and Perlman's chemistry. I believed his relationship with Gemma. I believed he loved her. I believe he was afraid of her. That relationship felt incredible, real to me, and that was a big thing. You really needed to believe that they loved each other for ultimately how much they hated each other. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, because they definitely had a love-hate relationship.
They did. And sometimes I actually wonder, did Gemma ever really love Clay? I feel like she saw him as a puppet that she could control, and she used that to her advantage. And I don't think she loved him, but she loved how she could use him.
Well, she wanted the power, the power, the money, the cars, the clothes, and all that. But it's kind of like when the thrill is gone and now you just stuck with somebody because don't nobody else want you. So it's like there was a thrill, they was hot and sparked and flying everywhere, and lighter fluid on it and everything. They was hot. And
Yeah.
then once they got rid of JT, you ain't got to sneak around no more. You know what I'm saying? It ain't as spicy. But then you old as dirt. He old as dirt. You know what I'm saying? Who really gonna want you? And you not gonna, you know how they say don't date down, you gotta date up. Like you couldn't have dated a Tig because you know what I'm saying, he ain't the president or the vice president. You know what I'm saying? You don't go from the president of the company down to the mailroom or you know a prospect or an associate. You know what I'm saying? So she got it was kind of like, all right, this is, you know, who I got to deal with and be with. So I'm gonna just make it work as best I can.
I think so too. And I forgot to mention a key part these past 3 episodes. Maureen, when before they left, she slipped those letters into Jackson's suitcase. And when Jackson went to prison, jail, whatever, Tara's got these letters and she's reading them. And one of those letters said that if you're reading this and I got snatched, is probably at the hands of my best friend and my wife. And so Maureen has known this this entire time, which was like,
Well, I don't know how she didn't snatch Gemma, but I guess, you know, she was outnumbered or whatever.
yeah, you don't want to get into the affairs of the club. That would have been very bad for the club. You know, Belfast and Sam Crow already at odds, obviously, because you've got, you know, 2 in Belfast going against them working with Jimmy. So it was already shot to hell in the first place. Jim liked being the HBIC. She was not relinquishing that power to any other woman. Hell no. Hell no. And I think that's probably another reason why why she snatched Tara, because she knew, you know, Tara was the number one woman in Jackson's life now. And, you know, got her 2 grandsons, her 2 boys. Come on now. Like, she would love the fact if Tara just left. Looks like she couldn't wait to get Wendy out the picture. It's what she thrives on. She want her son. That's the sicko-ness of it all. It's just sick. But I can't recall if those letters come into play at any point. Does she?
I think they do.
They have to. They have to. Because I remember back when, you know, later on in the series, we still see the big deal of of Gemma trying to get the manuscript. Because ain't that what she was trying to get out of Tara's office in season 5 or 6?
Yeah, because it was she had it locked in a cabinet, or it was the letters or the manuscript. I can't remember.
It might have been bullshit. I don't know. But I know that manuscript for sure. But I think it might have been the letters. Who knows? But either way. But no, because, yeah, it could be because she saw the letters, but when she was being nosy cleaning up his room. So she may have. Marie has a problem not telling she allowed those siblings to kiss and rub each other down. Well, they both had. Well, Gemma did too, because she knew when she knew before she even got to.
Man, both of these women knew so much and didn't say nothing.
Neither of them, so they both to blame. That's both of their fault. They ain't did you done gave them this.
Right.
That's facts though. That's real shit right there. Real talk right there.
I mean, as far as, you know, like in like, you know, club years or whatever, I mean, think about it. They're close to like 50. And I mean, you know, and even like a prospect or an associate might feel flattered. Like, there's young booty running around everywhere. Don't nobody want Gemma?
None. Well, shoot. And then again, it's something about her. Obviously, Tig was about ready to risk it all.
Tig old too. He had a daughter. He had a daughter that was Jackson age. Tig old too.
Shut up, that's how it go. Yes. Yeah, and I don't see how Marie don't seem like the type that's built for this life. I don't know. I don't think she could handle Charming life.
No.
Like Maureen couldn't dare come to Charming and handle
Nope,
that.
and that's why JT liked her, because she was probably quiet and submissive. Like, she could
Yeah.
hold her own. She could get down, I think, when she needed to get down, but she wasn't rah 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 all the time. You had to activate her rah rah, whereas Gemma is over extra rah rah.
Yeah. But I think he also went to Maureen because he knew that Gemma and Clay were growing closer.
Hmm.
Also, so why would he? You know what I'm saying?
But I think her softness is what attracted. She don't have that
Oh,
masculine
absolutely.
energy.
She's a completely but then again,
And
she can hold
Unser
her
old
own
as
though.
hell too.
She can hold
Unser,
her own though.
I'm saying
But I
ain't
think she
no.
wasn't like
Well,
that
I take
around
that
him.
back. Half Sack wanted her, or drooled over her, lusted
Unser
after
wanted
her.
her, Half Sack wanted her. Who else?
Okay, let me regenerate my statement. Nobody wanted Clay old ass. Because I forget now. Nero, Half Sack, Tig, Unser, and I think one time they was at a party or event or something. Them guys was eyeing her, not the ones that did the thing to her, but
Yeah.
the other people. So yeah, so I take that back. She was old,
Yeah.
but Jimmy was still
I
stacked
mean,
for
she be
old.
in them tight jeans with her no ass and them tight shirts with her titties out. So yeah, someone gonna like it.
Yeah, but okay, so I
Somebody.
take that back. Nobody wanted Clay.
Right. And then these little scuzzy crow eaters hanging around ain't not much to look at either. Half of them porn stars and all of that shit.
It's just
So it don't matter.
young free booty running around all over the place.
And that part. All of that. So y'all, that does it for season 3. We did
Season 3, all
it.
done.
Woo! Now it's about to get grimy, y'all. It's
Who's
about
that?
to get grimy.
I know I definitely got to save up my little dollars and get some liquor for these next upcoming seasons.
Yes, because, woo, baby, it is going down this last four seasons, honey. It's a lot. So when we get halfway through the season, we will be at the halfway mark of the series, y'all. Look at that. So next week we will be back next Monday with season 4, episode 1 and 2. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. Okay. And tomorrow is Tuesday, so that means it is Zeus Day, and we will be on Dina's channel for Bad Boys Texas,
Yes.
and we're gonna talk about these upcoming season
Oh,
of Johnson
Lord.
Cabaret New
Crazy in
York and
love.
Crazy in Love 2. God help us.
Oh, Jesus.
But and yes, what else is going on? Wednesday, no more Idol, so I do not have nothing. Maybe I'll do a variety show when it's Wednesday or Thursday because I have those days off. And I didn't get to talk about everything last variety show. So we got a lot to discuss. So we'll get into that. And Dina is back on with her Self-Care Sunday and Word on the Streets. Okay. Make sure you are into that. And we will be back Sunday, of course, with Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage Detroit. Yeah. And make sure y'all check out Dina's page because she was at the premiere party for Ready to Love that came out with our mentor Kamisha. It was her birthday weekend.
And
Happy birthday, Kamisha. We love you. So yeah, and so she has a lot of stuff on there if you want to check it out. It was a good time. Was it good night, my darling. This conversation was cracking me up. We have fun over here. That's what we do over here. We have a good time no matter what. That's how we roll. Okay, y'all, we is out this nasty thing. Thanks for watching. We will see y'all tomorrow.